Okay, it's a pin here and a pin here. The first pin comes out, you just push it down, flip it over. It's going to pull out like that. That's going to split the gun. Once you split the gun, you grab this up here and pull it back, and everything is loose. This is the bolt carrier group right here. Put that to the side. The charging handle out and put downward pressure. It comes right out. The second pin here, we'll push this one out. Flip it like this. Take this pin out. Now we separated the upper from the lower. I recommend wearing these whenever you can because this is dirty stuff, carbon, burnt powder, such. Okay, this is the bolt. So what you got to do is you got to take this pin out. And do that is you can have a little pick like this. You take the pin out like this. That holds the firing pin in. Hold on to it, don't lose it. Put it to the side. There's a firing pin. It's a little dirty. Up here is the cam pin. It's horizontal like this. It should pop right out. There's the cam pin. So you have these three parts. This is the bolt. So that's all of it. On these rings, you'll see there's little gaps in those rings. When you put it back together, you want the gaps to be not lined up. So they're going to be staggered all the way around. So that's the bolt. This part all gets cleaned. This is an ejector right here. This is going to send the shell out after a shot. You want to make sure after you get a good cleaning that it moves up and down. There's a spring behind it. So there's that. This is where the gas goes. The gas goes in and out there. This part in here gets pretty dirty. You want to clean that. Q-tips and cleaning solvent. Inside here. And basically it's just a good wipe it down. Wipe down the pin. Spray, you can spray this pretty good. A lot of times carbon will build up on this side where my thumbnail is, right in here. So in there you want to make sure that's clean. Again, make sure that these ring spaces, you'll see the little spaces, are not lined up. Okay. When you lubricate it, this is a point of contact. You want to put lubrication here and anywhere else you see wear. You'll also put some up in here because this goes back every time, just like a pistol slide does when you take a shot. So in here is going to get some oil. Inside here, just put it on a Q-tip and just apply it lightly. Inside here with a Q-tip, apply it lightly. On this, you're going to apply it all over this. You don't have to put any oil on these rings. Just make sure it's clean and they move freely. So there's that. Now to put it back together. This is the gas tube side. And you'll notice the little pin. The pin needs to be, when you insert it, the pin needs to be at 5 o'clock when you look at it from the back. So without looking, I'm just going to put it in. And now I'm going to look for the 5 o'clock position. When I find it, my hole should be somewhere around there, right? All right, so I take the cam pin. See, there's a hole in that. You want to clean that. And that's going to go into the hole. Okay, it's horizontal. Now I'm going to grab the firing pin. I like to come in from the back. I call this the back because it'll go in easier that way. And the cam pin fell out. Probably because I can't see. I'm doing it blindfolded. Okay, cam pin is in. Firing pin, this part, the butt goes that way. There's a bolt like this. Oh, it's dirty. So see how I turn the pin like that? Now we'll go in. I never did this blind before, but so far so good. This is what's going to hold the firing pin in. Firing pin retention pin. And it's going to go in the side that's flanged. One side is flanged, one side is not. It needs to go in the flange side. And you see how the pin is spread at the very end of it. Sometimes it makes it a little difficult, but when you just keep messing with it, it goes in. You see how it didn't go in? So I'm going to twist and apply thatward pressure. And it should go in. All right, stop it.